Okay, my Aquarian friends, this is your June of 2026 forecast. My name is TINLA, and this is not legal advice. Thank you for joining me. Let's go ahead and take a look first and foremost at what the general feeling is for you in June of 2026. What vibe are my Aquarians in June of 2026? We have the Wolf. All right, let's see where you're at, Wolf. All right. Guardian of family and tribe, activism and ritual. The wolf's mission is to uphold the well-being and longevity of the pack. Healthy wolf energy expresses itself through activism, mentorship, humanitarian efforts, or teaching, religious or political studies. The wolf gets into trouble when it assumes every member of the tribe must follow suit. This includes children walking in their parents' footsteps. Although it will surely be uncomfortable at first, practicing tolerance helps balance out agitated wolf energy. Contemplate the following: embrace all, exclude none. When in balance, reliable, democratic, and fearless. When out of balance, judgmental and dominating. To bring into balance, practice letting go. Okay? And what is the theme for the month of June 2026, please, Spirit? While I'm shuffling, please like, share, subscribe, all the good stuff. Leave a comment if this resonates with you. Aquarians, I'm sure you have a lot to say. What is the theme? There we go. This wolf energy is focusing on the 12th house. So let's find out, what is our 12th house doing? All right, 12th house. The house of secrets and shadow, associated with Pisces and Neptune. The 12th house is the home of our subconscious dreams and all the unseen currents that rule our world. This house can be like the dark side of the moon, always present, but just beyond our everyday perception. Side note, I'm getting a lot of musical cues here. We have the Dark Side of the Moon referenced here. Not that I'm a Pink Floyd fan, but whatever. Hungry Like the Wolf. You know, there's a couple different songs coming to mind. Anyway, in this house, things are not always as they seem. We may find ourselves feeling lonely, isolated, or trapped in delusions when spending time here. This process can feel painful and scary, but it's important to remember that our subconscious minds hold secrets and answers that our waking mind cannot access. Allowing time for sorting through these issues can offer healing for our deepest wounds. When this card comes to the surface, you should ask yourself what is going unseen. What part of you needs healing, and how can you begin to bring energy at the shadowy areas of life you prefer not to look at? This card is the darkness before the dawn. Go slowly and give your eyes time to adjust. So what I'm seeing here is in June of 2026, you're dealing with energies, particularly in the family setting, where you have some expectations of yourself, some things that you've been through that you're not necessarily realizing at a subconscious level. You're imposing on those around you. You're putting your standards on other people, and that's not going to go great. Or at least I think it's worth exploring. So that being said, let us take a look then at life, love, and career. Again, this is Aquarius for Sun, Moon, Rising. Thank you for joining me, and let us find out what is going on with my Aquarian friends in June of 2026. What is their general, life energy? What is going on in their lives? More specifically, please, Spirit. What is going on? And of course, whenever this finds you, it finds you. All right, you've got the 10 of Cups. A couple more there, please. The 2 of Cups. Look at that. Interesting. And, oh, we got the 3 of Cups. And the 8 of Cups. Oh my goodness, look at all those cups. Okay, so you are actually all up in your feels in June of 26, believe it or not. I know that Aquarians, y'all tend to be very, very logical and to the point of excluding the emotional in an interesting way. But here it seems like you have this feeling of just completion and happiness and love, and you're almost like, hey, Tinla, what are you talking about? My life is great. Hey, you've got 2 of Cups. Again, that is seeing eye to eye. That's a romantic love interest. 3 of Cups, you're celebrating, you're having a great time. But what I'm seeing lurking in the background is this 8 of Cups, like hidden energy, this subconscious energy, as we were talking about here, of, am I really that happy? Is this really what I want? Or am I just listening to my children scream in the background for some reason? Or am I just, hoping that it's everything I want and need, So I think there's going to be some deep introspection on your part in terms of, in your life, like, is what you have in love, family, all that, is it really what you truly do want and have in your heart, or is it something that you were told to want? You know, is this how you're behaving? Are you behaving how you're supposed to behave? Are you expecting others to behave a certain way because that's how, you know, you believe it should be done? In love specifically, we have the Nine of Pentacles. You know, you're looking good. You're, let me get another one to clarify that. Just give me a second. Give me a second, please. Spirit, what is in love specifically? The Two of Pentacles. So it's interesting to me that in general life energy, we have all these cups, which is emotion. Whereas, you know, when I asked about love specifically, you're getting pentacles, which are stability and monetary gain, right? So you're almost looking at this like, practically speaking, am I actually being my best self? Am I feeling a balance between my heart and my head, my career and my life? Am I too consumed with this love interest? You're really looking at it, maybe for the first time, you're looking at your love like on a more pragmatic level, and almost with this, I guess, falcon out to send a message or receive a message. Like you're interested in hearing what others have to say about your relationship. Like for so long you've been in it alone, like the two of you, like you're out in the sort of, I don't know, I don't want to say like the country or whatever, but like you're not around a lot of people. So it's like in your mind, everything's been great and beautiful, but is it really? And so it's like you're looking for the first time, does this actually meet my needs? Is this what I want? Is, you know, is this a sense of stability or more? So let's get a look at your career in June. What's up with the career for my Aquarians in June, please? All right, we've got the Knight of Cups. I think you like your job. I think you're happy with your job. Yeah, the Empress, like you find it very fulfilling. You're not looking to change that anytime soon. It gives you a sense of joy. But the Two of Swords, you're like, you're not looking to change. You're pretty stable in your job. You're like, I'm not going anywhere. I'm good. I think you're happy with your job. Let's get something from, you know, advice from Spirit. What is going on here? Give me some advice, please, Spirit, for my Aquarians. What is doing? Death. Okay. So, you know, there is a change that's happening inside, you know, particularly with this. I mean, I think it's a gorgeous card, by the way, but, you know, it's something where inside you, there's a sense that with any love relationship in your life, something is off. Like your subconscious is at odds with your conscious. Your subconscious is at odds with your conscious self. You know, it looks like on the surface, everything's good. You got this great partnership. Everything seems happy, but are you really? So what other advice do we have? You know, it's Six of Wands, like looking off to the future, looking for a victory. What could be? And the Knight of Pentacles is slowly proceeding to that, like evaluating your options, determining, you know, what it is, you know, that you want. Are you being stubborn? Or are you actually following your dreams? Are you taking action? Oop. And I was going to ask for the outcome at the end of June, beginning of July. So end of June, where do my Aquarians find themselves? And by the way, whenever you find this reading is the right time for you. So if it resonates, it resonates. If it doesn't, it doesn't. All right. The Wheel of Fortune, end of June, you're going to find yourself in a very different place. Really like researching, thinking about things, reading up on, you know, maybe the spiritual aspects of things, maybe not. You know, I know you guys tend to be very averse to that. I'm actually surprised you're watching it. But you got 10-10 here. You know, you're looking at the long term. You're thinking like, do I need to make a change, or am I good where I am? Am I staying where I am because it's stable, because it's convenient, or am I staying where I am because it's actually what I want? And the important thing here in the end of June is you're asking the questions. You know, am I following my passion? Am I actually where I want to be in terms of your love life? You know, I think, again, the important thing is you're sitting here, you're asking the questions, you're delving into the self. You know, you're really asking, what is it that you want from life in terms of your love life? Because, again, you know, you've got your career sort of on lock. You're feeling pretty good about that. But there is definitely a shift in, you know, your relationship, either romantically, with your kids, if you have any. you know, or if you're not in a relationship, if you want one, like you're really evaluating, you're doing some really deep reflecting. And I think that, you know, with the moon at the bottom of the deck here, you know, you're really not completely clear. It may take you a month, the full month of June, to really get some clarity on that. But I think on the whole, like I said, your career is going great. You're just in a period of introspection and growth. And I think that's a good thing. So, you know, take care of yourself, and I will see you on the next one, Aquarius.